Welcome back to Wreckfest, a game that I have not played for at least a year. And welcome to Which One Is Faster? The series that has been dormant now for 3 years. It's been 3 years ago since I last did this series. To put it this way, I wasn't even in my 20s when this series was underway. Anyways, the entire premise of this series was a very simple one. I would take a specific vehicle, so for instance, in this one, I'm going to be taking the Rammer. I'm going to take the special version, shall we call it, the Rammer RS. And, quite simply, I take them around 2 tracks. For C-Class, I take them around Furwood Short Circuit, although I might change up a little bit. Consider this a, remaster, shall we say, of the old series. So I might actually take it to the rally circuit because I like that circuit a lot. And also for B class, I take it around my favourite track in the game, Pine Hills. Not the rally circuit this one though, I'm only going to do the main circuit. I've got 6 laps around Pine Hills, and then I reckon for Furwood rally circuit, it's a bit of a longer track, over a minute, so I think probably about 5 laps on there would be perfect. Anyways, let's now discuss the Rammers. Now, for me, in the early days of Wreckfest, the Rammer was a car that I heavily slept on because I didn't see it as anything all that fantastic. The engines, it was not very powerful, it was quite heavy, so I just thought it was just going to be quite slow and not really anything spectacular. However, I then raced against it in an online lobby once and was immediately proven wrong. This car is seriously good. Incredibly good. The Rammer RS is a car that I've forgotten about, to be honest. I really don't remember the Rammer RS all that much. Probably because I used the Rammer a lot more, so it's probably because it is a better car. Anyways, the Rammer. Now, normally when I have a proper race car, I normally take off all of the armour. So, for instance, let's head over to something like the Stella. The Stella, yeah, that's got no armour. The Speedbird, okay, I think the Chrome Bumper probably counts, but shut up. Road Slayer, yeah, you get the picture. Pretty much, I don't run armour on my race cars. The Rammer, however, the regular one, I have had to, because the Sport engine doesn't quite get you enough power when making the car fully light, getting rid of all the armour, and then using that engine. So yeah, I kind of have to, on that, they're a little bit of a finicky car to get set up. You know, it's going to be quite a bit of money, but when you do get it set up, Jesus, the results. Anyways, let's now actually talk about the stats. So, regular Rammer, 366 horsepower in B class, that's, pretty respectable. 413 foot-pounds of torque, so not huge, but not awful. Weight, it's about 1.5 tons actually, at 3434 pounds, so pretty light. Obviously, with the roll cage, I have had to put it on, and it's only a 4-speed, which doesn't really matter too much. The Rammer RS, as you can see, has suddenly gone up by 400 pounds. That's quite a lot. That's almost, 200 kilos? However, the power has gone up by 40 to 406, and the torque has gone up by 40, again, to 453 foot-pounds of torque. Very round numbers. So yeah, it's a little bit heavier, but of course, if you don't know, Wreckfest's PI is based upon power-to-weight ratio. That's it. Very simple, and well, without further ado, let's actually see which one of these is the better one to go for. Do you just spend your credits and get the regular Rammer, or is it worth going through the campaign and getting the RS? Let's find out now. Right, welcome to Pine Hills. Yep, here we are. I'm going to kick things off with the regular Rammer. Set a nice benchmark for the RS to try and beat. Obviously, the tuning, I'm going to leave it as this. I'm not going to fart around with it too much. I mean, for the Rammer, I'd only really run that if I was on some of the longer circuits, but usually the standard gear ratios is completely fine. for like 90% of the tracks. It's only really the ones with the very long straights where top speed does matter, where you need to get about 120 miles an hour. So things like Boulder Banks, probably at a push, probably would need longer gear ratios. Definitely in A class. In B class you'd get away with it. Oh Christ, well that's not ideal to take that section, or that one, but oh well, we're just cleaning out the track from a lot of debris. That's the wrong button entirely. I have warmed up on this game, honestly. Right. I need to remember all my controls and whatnot. Come on, let's get you through there. I need to try and get close. Sort of putting the wheels around the ditch, around that dirt left-hander that you saw me go over, clearing out more track debris. Right. Anyways, let's talk about the Rammer whilst we try and set some good laps here. So the thing about this car, as I said in the intro bit, is that I slept on it bigly. Yep, that's the word. Yeah, I slept on it quite heavily. That's what I was going to go for. But it is seriously impressive. It just takes a little bit of faffing around to try and get. If you're going for B class, C class it's easier. But if you're going for B class, yeah, you need to do a little bit of faffing around with the engine and the armour at the same time. But you will get that, and the payoff is massive. This is incredibly nice to drive. As you can see, it's really responsive, and bloody hell, look at that, 52.7. Okay, well I'll chop it down to 52.8. Yeah, it's incredibly responsive to what you do. It's also very easy to drive, very easy to get a lot of performance out of it, because it doesn't snap on you like some of the faster but lighter cars, things like the Killer BS. You know, you really need to be on it to get the hell of a lot of performance out of that vehicle. With this, it's a lot easier, it's a lot more beginner friendly, but you get serious performance out of it. So it has all the bells and whistles. My driving doesn't, and that was not great, but I don't know if I'll be really beating that 52.7. No, I am with the 52.6. That little wall tap has probably ruined it over 52.5. This is incredible. I think this is faster than, this lap time is faster than a lot of the times I was doing over 3 years ago. Have I just gotten better at Wreckfest? I mean, it's possible. The 1 year's break and I'm just instantly better at the game. Yeah, it's possible, you know. But here's what it is. Yeah, it's just, you can take the drift, you can get the drifts easily, you can hold the drifts incredibly easily as well. It's very planted, and it's just fantastic. It really worth picking this car up. Top speed wise, well, straight line speed acceleration is not all that incredible. I will admit, that's probably why, you know, it's a little bit of a faff on to get it working in B class. But yeah, it's workable. It easily is workable, but there are definitely faster options out there if you are needing a car with a little bit more straight line acceleration and straight line top speed. Ignoring, you know, the tournament vehicles, the Super Venom. If we ignore that, there are even some base game vehicles that are faster in a straight line that would be more suited to other tracks, but around something like this, no, the Rammer's perfect for something like this. It really is. Just gotta see if we can get a really clean lap now as we're heading on to the final lap now, the final corner. Kick the back end out, full power now in the fourth. We're going a bit faster? No, we were down by a tenth. Doesn't matter though in the slightest. This is an incredibly fast lap. Even for the non-meta vehicle, just Wreckfest in general. Like for nowhere near meta, sorry. I'll eventually get my sentence out. Still incredible. Really is incredible just how good this vehicle is. Well, let's see if we can end it with a 52.5, which I know the car has in it, but it's more, do I have it in me in order to be able to pull out that time? Let's see, nicely through that little section, actually, really well held together. Come on, round the final corner, boot it now, up the gears, what are we doing? That is bloody fast. That is incredibly fast. A 52.394. Let's check that on the leaderboard. Let's just ignore all them at the minute. A 52.3 that I have done in the round. As you can see there, yeah, there's a few rammers up here. It is incredible. Stellar as well. Here we are. Top 80. I think, what, it would be 78th, I think that was. That is seriously impressive. And now the Rammer RS has to try and beat that. It's going to be tough for it. It's a massive... It's not even an uphill battle. It's an up mountain battle. However, it can be possible if the car's good enough. Right, okay. The Rammer RS has a massive battle to try and win here. I've also put the taxi sign on it. Again, standard tune. With this having the 5-speed, honestly, like, the standard gear ratios is probably fine for even some of the longer straight tracks. But, like I said, we've got a little bit more power here, but we are lugging a lot more weight. So, is it going to be quite sluggish? But is it going to try and bring up some of its time back in the straight line performances and probably getting out the corners as well? Let's see if that is the case. Also as well, I just want to say, if there is a lot of interest in this series, what I might do is I might even take this to multiplayer if the servers are still quite populated. Take this into multiplayer and see if I'm able to get some wins in, like, I don't know, I've got an hour or something like that of racing. I've got to try and get as many wins as possible, so it'll be a good amount. Hey, that'll be a good amount of races, to be honest. So if there's genuine interest, and that would be something that people would want to watch, let me know. Please do let me know. I'm more than happy to oblige. Right, enough of that though. Let's see. So the Rammer, I think, was doing about 104. Yeah, I'm doing about 105. So roughly the same speed. So nothing absolutely. So no massive advantage there, but I could definitely feel a little bit more straight line speed, I think, from the Rammer RS here. One thing I am feeling though, and I don't know if I don't know by watching it if you're able to sense it, I can feel the car being a little bit more sluggish. The extra £400, it's very noticeable on this, especially, you know, it's an extra almost 200 kilos for an extra 40 horsepower and 40 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, to be honest, that's probably a similar power to weight ratio. Well, I mean, I'm not exactly good at doing it in my head, but you know, it's I can feel it struggling a little bit through the corners. I mean, there, as you can see, we're already 4/10s down on, like, the starting, like, you know, the first flyer in the RS, down to 53.4. No slouch by any stretch of the imagination, but I can definitely feel it just not being as polite, as, you know, as nice through the corners, as fast compared to the Rammer RS. It's still very planted, very consistent, easy to, you know, get the drifts and hold the drifts, but, you know, it's not as fast with the drifts compared to something, well, basically compared to its rival, the regular Rammer. Let's see, look, if we can get this down to a 52, I'd actually be quite happy with that. We're pretty close there, 53.4 again. We need to try and get some time somewhere. Lob it into turn 1, carrying a 94, running a little bit wide. But we're fine, I will admit there. Knock out some tie bundles on the outside. I mean, they're just going to get in the way a little bit, so I suppose it's giving me a little bit more of a wider approach into turn 2 there, so we should be able to, we might be able to carry a little bit more speed through there, get a little bit more time out of it, because this track there's a bit of track debris that you need to sort of clear, but there's not huge amounts. Nothing like sandstone, I think it was. That had quite a bit. Pretty nice through there. Yeah, I can feel it just not being as nice through the corners. Oh, a bit wide through there. We are faster though, down to 53.2. A little bit more time has been found. That was way too late into the turning now. Managed to get out of it okay, but nothing good enough there. That was not a good corner in the slightest from me, I will say that. A bit too shallow on the drift, losing quite a bit of speed, to be honest. Well, I think this lap's probably a little bit of a wash, but it might be good practice just keeping an eye on the speedometer, see what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, the regular rammer, it's just that little bit nicer to drive. It's a little bit more, it is a little bit more cooperative, I will say that. I can, oh, Christ alive, wheels over the back curve. Yeah, it's just a little bit more cooperative with what you want to do compared to this, so it just, yeah, it ekes ahead. Well, I say it ekes ahead, we are almost down a second on the rammer. Yeah, now you can see why I'd recommend using the regular rammer quite a bit, because bloody hell, that thing's impressive. But it's put on a good show, the RS, it is, but the regular one is just, you know, around here especially, it is just better. And I don't think necessarily that I'd be able to find a huge amount of time with the RS to make it, you know, within the same ballpark, shall we say, of its twin. Although, saying that, oh, a little bit faster, but not enough. 53.0, so we managed to, in the end, get an extra 4/10 of a second. So, yes, round 1 in the B class goes to the regular rammer. However, we're now going into C class. Now, sometimes it is the other way around. A car might not work in B class, but in C class, it's phenomenal. Things like, I think the perfect example of it is the Gremlin. Not so great in B class, but in C class, phew, that's really where it's speeded. Well done, AI. Yeah, even the AIs are struggling with driving this car. So, let's get them downgraded, and let's see if the turntables. Right, okay, here we are at Furwood Motor Centre. I've changed my ruling a little bit. What I've done is that I have put it to 6 laps, but the first lap I'm just going to use as sort of a clear track debris and things like that, and then I'm absolutely going to go for it. So, the rammer, the RS, I'm going to kick things off with. As you can see, yeah, it's gone a little bit on a diet. Yeah, it had to lose the bumpers just to be able to get to the top of C class without it being a pain in the arse. Yeah, it was quite the challenge, but I got there in the end. Now, for the gear ratios, to be honest, if I was doing it if I was going for racing, I would shorten them, because in C class, top speed doesn't really matter. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter at the best of times, full stop. Like, when the hell, I can make the Drag Slayer do 200 miles an hour. Yeah, cool. When the hell am I going to do 200 miles an hour? On a mod track? Yeah, sure, fair enough. On the base game? No. So, yeah, that doesn't matter. But, yeah, for C class, I'd say top speed matters even less. Just, you know, going for pure acceleration. Obviously, you don't want to shorten them too much and have no top speed. But, you know, even 100 miles an hour is probably enough. Right. So, yeah, we're going to just do a little bit of track clearance, get rid of some tyre bundles. I'm going to remove these ones here. I think that's going to be a good start. And then these ones here. They might be, I think they'll probably be fine. Those ones I'm going to leave because I'm going to be on way too shallow of a line, I think. If I'm going to run over that. Oh, Christ. Yeah, there's a right hand over there, mate. Need to pay attention to that. Right, and then obviously go over the jump, hard on the brakes, get rid of them. Right, the track has now been set up, so I've got 5 laps to go as fast as possible with the RS. Set a benchmark time, so let's get this underway. Round first corner. Now, of course, with this, keeping the drift is going to be a little bit harder. Obviously, with the less power, it's just inevitable, really, isn't it? But you know, with this being a little bit heavier, that was me turning in way too early. You know, it's probably going to be a little bit more challenging on top of that. The English has completely died on me there. Using the curbs a little bit, hooking the wheels on them, getting the cart in the corner. That's actually quite a good tactic. By the way, the world record around here is about 26 seconds. Yeah, no, that's that's not possible in the slightest. So don't even try. Right. So what are we doing? Kicking things off with a 50.8. I think that's probably. I think that's really close to what I was, whatchamacallit, like my previous best that I set however long ago it was. I'm pretty much about there, so I don't really know what a good lap around here is in C-Class. I don't really race this track all too often. I thought it would be a nice change of scenery using the rally circuit on this. I do like it. I really do like this circuit. I think I prefer it over the Pine Hills Valley circuit. Do not get me wrong, I like that track. However, especially in multiplayer, we've got a little bit of lag. Yeah, the jumps is getting the landings on the jumps is just painful. There we go, down to a 50.1, so we can probably get down into the 49s around here. Yeah, we easily could get down to the 49s. Let's see, a little bit, I think, better through there. Really, this corner here needs to be a little bit better. Can we book it on the curb? Oh, it's a very, very precise line I need to try and aim for. It'll be a hell of a lot of practice to get that absolutely bang on. So coming good speed through here, over the jump, hard on the brakes, and then there we go. I might want to put it down to third gear actually, getting out of that corner. Yeah, and that seems to be working a little bit better. Let's see, nicely through there. Nice, yeah, 49.7. Okay, we are definitely getting some time, getting nice and getting some good times here with the Rammer RS. Well, that's what we are liking to see here. Yeah, that was actually much better through that sector this time. Let's see, I'm gonna focus on at least. I don't know. It might not actually be too wise an idea to really try and get the wheels over the curbs, because it might just cut my speed down too much. Compared to, you know, if I was just trying to take the corner normally. That was not that good through there, I will admit that. That was pretty harsh. Are we going to get a better time? Not quite. Only about 3/10 slower though, so we might be able to pull something back potentially. Just there was a few mistakes on my personal best lap that I can shave some time off of. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, I'm quite sideways into there. However, we might be fine. Oh, there we go. That's actually a lot better. Yes, that's definitely how I do it. So I'll need to try and keep that in memory when I watch the video again. I'm editing through this because I'm not going to remember that in the regular rammer, I don't think. Right, that was a little bit better. They may have shaved off a bit too much speed. Potentially. Come on. What are we going to do? Just straight line it as much as I can. 49.5. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Doesn't feel incredible. I tell you what, tell a lie, that's not bad. What was it? 49.5 is within a second of not a world record. Let me let me change. All right, okay, no, it is. It's about a second off a world record. Hey, you know what? I'm happy with that actually. I'm very happy with that. But it is now the turn of the rammer. Let's see if I can get myself high on the leaderboard. If I can get a 48, in that, I'd be really impressed. Where are we? I don't know if I think... Hey, there we go. 111th. I don't think I'll be staying there for long. Let's see if we can improve that. Right, here we go. The target time has been set. 49.584. Got the regular rammer. I think, honestly, the 4-speed actually is going to work nicer for this in C-Class. But we've got to try. And, I mean, to be honest, I've got to give the rammer its credit. That's actually impressive. Oh, no, I'm going to take the 48.1 as the legitimate world record. Not the 28 point whatever it was, because bollocks to that. So, yeah. Let's see if I can break. If the regular rammer is faster in C-Class, because you never know, it might not be. There has, you know, there are instances where, I think, what was it, when I did it 3 years ago, the Star Beast, like the SS and the regular one, was so closely matched in, whatchamacallit, in B-Class, but as soon as I moved it into C-Class, the SS became a lot faster. So, you know, there is that. Hopefully, I know as well, I've turned the game audio up quite a bit, because Wreckfest is surprisingly quiet. It's a really quiet game, this, so hopefully I haven't just drowned my voice out. I'm talking pretty loudly and pretty close to the mic. It's actually knackering me throat a little bit doing this, but it's worth it in the end, trust me. Right, rammer. We've got a pretty fast time to beat. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, again, immediately, I can feel the lightness of the regular rammer just immediately taking advantage around some of these corners. Ooh, nice round there. Maybe too much, over the grass. May have cut my speed down there, but I actually should have paid attention to what speed I was doing in the RS. Oh god, that's absolutely the incorrect way to do it. Like, a small lift before I take the jump, that is duly noted. Right, okay, but even saying that though, that was incredibly bad final corner, and we're only 2/10 down on the rammer RS. That was also a terrible turn 1. Yeah, so penultimate corner was pretty bad, and yet we're only 2/10 down on the rammer RS, which felt like a pretty damn impressive lap. So yeah, I reckon I can actually get down into the 48s with this thing. I really could. If I put enough practice in, I might even be able to do it this video. Never know. Just need to fix this final corner. So I'm gonna do a small tap on the bridge, drop it back down to about 91 miles an hour. Still too wide through there. Need to tuck it into I need to get into the same, you know, postcode as the apex there. Yeah, it was a pretty bad lap for me. A few too many mistakes. Come on. Much better through turn 1 that time, but we need to still got to try and improve. Got a couple more laps though to try and rein it all in. Nice through there, maybe a bit too close to the inside wall. Had to duck out a little bit. That was not the way to take that corner. That was a bit too shallow. That's not what was not a good line. That was not one of them. Right. See if we can no, that was really bad actually, really bad. We've got, that's a little bit tricky actually. It's in this sort of awkward spot where full throttle's too fast, so I need to try and find, and fast, the point where I need to brake so that I can then nicely take the penultimate corner. It's been quite the challenge. I don't know, I might actually be setting a faster time in the RS compared to the regular rammer. That would be a big upset, wouldn't it? You know, chatting all of this about the regular rammer's better than the RS, and then I set a faster time in the RS for C-Class. That's typical me though. That would absolutely be something I would do. Right, okay, a little bit earlier on the brakes. Better through there. Still not impressive though. You know what, genuinely, I think, oh no, there we go, right, we've gone a 10th faster than the regular no, this is the regular rammer, than the RS. Oh, that was a terrible turn 1. No, we're not going to be setting a faster lap here, I don't think yet. With a bit of practice, I could definitely get the regular rammer into a 48. I can do that, but at the minute, no, just need to be warming up to the track just a little bit more. Not a good day at the minute for the rally circuit here at Furwood. Oh, that was, there we go, on the bloody final lap when I messed up turn 1, I actually managed to do the penultimate corner a little bit nicer. But it's not going to be fast, I don't think. Oh wow, that was actually, I don't think it was anywhere near as good. But there we go. I managed to beat the RS by a tenth. It was nowhere near as commanding this time. Nowhere near as commanding. However, a faster time is a faster time. So, to conclude, the regular rammer is faster. In B class, substantially. In C class, well, around here at least, not quite so much. It was a little bit less convincing. But I think I was making a few too many mistakes. I can't even find myself on the leaderboard. Where's me? Help! I've lost me. Where the hell am I? Oh, is it not loaded properly? That's probably what it is. Yeah, oh, there we go. No. That's in the 48s, mate. Look a little bit. Don't try and oversell yourself. There we go. There. 81st. So we managed to climb up. Hey, look. 30 positions. Very nice round numbers. But, yeah. Rammer, better than the Rammer RS. So, by quite a substantial amount, to be honest. Like I said, especially in B class where... Yeah, it just, unfortunately, the RS, it's just not quite there in terms of responsiveness or anything like that, because just, yeah, it's just a bit heavy and things like that. Let's see, how did I, no, I think it was, oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, pressing B makes the camera spin, and if I press X, whee! Yeah, however, there we go. That is it for the remaster of which one is faster. I do hope you enjoyed. I just realised my headset that's plugged into me laptop was a bit too loud. It may have echoed the entire way. I don't know. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed, and I do hope you enjoyed the return of this series. Yeah, if you've got any other suggestions, if you want me to, you know, if you want to see a specific vehicle, maybe you want to see this, for instance, the Hot Bomb go up against the Hot Shot, then feel free to let me know in the comments or anything like that. Also, with the link in the description to join my Discord, feel free to join that and also post your thoughts there. However, that is it from me. Take care, and ciao for now.